In the last video, we went through the background story and where I am when I started, and then we were in the middle of setting up this next video where I was setting up provisioning the first ClickUp instance, and we got 3 lists, and then we went through each one of these and identify documents for things that we want to work on and ideate, and then the task. So today I just uploaded the video from yesterday, so I want to kind of walk through the kind of things that, like, usually after I upload this thing, like what I want to do. So typically I start by uploading this video as unlisted first, and the reason why is so I can just do a sanity check and make sure that all is good. So I usually would play it and then make sure that at a glance it's okay. So this is what kind of I would do. Again, the thumbnail is something to work on. So when I was doing this, I realized something. So I use iMovie to actually edit this video. So there's one very long video, and then I like the simple audio to be in the background, so it does not sound like it's just plain. But as you can see, I have to copy paste a lot of this audio because it's only 1 minute 37 while the video previously was 31 minutes. So I want to just go ahead and basically write down here, come up with ideas to improve video audio editing. So I can say currently using iMovie, and then I want to say I like piano ballad audio 1.57 long. So problem is I have to copy paste the audio many times to cover the entire length of the video. So as you can see, I'm using this as a running notes. I don't think I'm gonna explore this right now, so I'm gonna change this to later. At least I have the notes. But assuming that I'm working with somebody, of course this description is good. One way that this ticket can be less effective is if I don't have any notes. I just say come up with ideas to improve video and audio editing. Somebody can say, what do you mean? But because I use these notes, it should help people to understand this better in terms of how I want to improve and where it is. But the problem is it's not that visual. So within ClickUp, one feature that I really like is this feature called record a clip. So I want to show you, typically when I collaborate with others, in addition to showing this, I always do a lot of screen recording. Let's see if I'm recording this overall in my desktop and if I can still do this at the same time. So go ahead and record the entire screen. I'm gonna say, so I want to come up with ideas to improve video and audio editing. Right now I'm using iMovie, and then I uploaded the video on top, and then I have to copy paste. I drag one of these into here, and I have to copy paste this many times. Also, I have to go here and edit to make sure that it's only 10%, so that when I play this, my voice becomes the primary and the audio becomes the secondary. So it'll be nice to be able to kind of just extend this, because there is a limit to this, which is 1 minute 37, and that's very time consuming to use, and ideally will be better. So if there's a better tool, I would love to try it out. Thanks. So I got that clip, and then I'm gonna copy this. Usually I would do it here, and I also put it here. So the next time somebody is going to come and actually work on these ideas, they can come here. So that's one thing I want to talk about in terms of capturing, like whenever I have a pain point that I observe, whether it's related to serving customers or internal operations, collaborating with others, always create tickets so that we always have a placeholder. Today when I go to the gym, I also reminded by the observation that I had about something at the gym. So for example, I jot down that I want to share this hospital example, airport check-in example, so I'm gonna just go ahead and add kind of the other ideas as I'm going through this. So another idea is gym poker room example. So yeah, and while I am actually going about my day, I might be thinking about different ideas that I want to work on related to this YouTube project. So I want to also have a place where I can add these ideas. So I was thinking that maybe I also have a new list called ideas. So I might want to label this edit list color, so maybe I like that yellow one. So this is ideas, and again I like to have this status equal to task. So I'm gonna apply these changes, so ideas might come. So incorporate content in other social media platform, drop down list of so I was watching nice podcast, so book list, podcast list has some ideas that potentially can be source of inspiration, so you would want to do that. So again, I would like to have this as comment. This comment to be there, and I want to hide this, and then you can keep that for now, and then set this as default. So now I can start to incorporate this. So I want to have a place where when I have ideas, I can just drop it in here. And one of the ways that we can do it, so that if we are on the go, is to actually create a form. So we can create a form. For example, we say add idea, and it can be a blank form, and then we can have the task name as the idea, and then you can have any description that is potentially optional. So this, if we open in a new page, we can have this, and we can bookmark this on our phone and just upload it very simply. So I'll copy that link, and then what's nice about ClickUp here is it has the ability to actually redirect to URL. So if we go open again, let's say the test, it's gonna redirect to the same page, so that I can continue to add ideas after idea after idea. And so I have this, which I then need to populate with the ideas later on. So I have to make sure that the name is descriptive enough, and I have maybe some description that enhance the task name, so that the next time I come back to this at some later time, I will remember, because if not it becomes a non-actionable ticket, and we don't want that. So now I have this, I'm able to like jot down ideas, and then I can always go ahead and come back and take from here. So the other thing that I get started on, because I know last time we talked about update thumbnail for background video, so I have this on Sunday. So right now I like to use I can use Canva, or I can use Google Slides. So right now the easiest is just this. So the first video, so right now I have the second video called this, so I can just say basically provision the first ClickUp instance, and the other one was, so this one was from yesterday, background story. So I need to figure out a nice background to go with each of these. But as you can see, I have inconsistency here between how I want to capitalize the titles, both in my YouTube video, in my list, and in my cover. So I want them to be consistent, so that I don't forget, I'm gonna say ensure capitalization on video names are consistent. I guess if I want to add color to this, decide whether you want to make capitalize, you want to capitalize every letter, every first letter of the word, or just the first letter of the first word. So something that I can work on. So now I have this. Now I have to actually spend time and actually developing this. Then I can say that I always like to provide progress update. So if I go into task, so I have made progress on this. Started on thumbnail in Google Slides. So I often just do that and add screenshot, and I'm gonna put a link to this document here so I can access to it easily, and I might also put it here. So if I make it inline link here, and then inline link here, then it will be easy to access if I have a lot of things. So simple background color or image, so text is visible. So this is the goal, and so anyone who comes into this ticket will know kind of what I'm trying to get at, and what I want to build. Okay, so the other idea that came to my mind was, all of these things is for inspiration. So if I want to be really focused, I can also create, for example, the book list. So I can create books, and I can create so podcasts. Maybe I rarely listen to podcasts that way, but app is another thing that I am continuously exploring, so that I can have apps. So right now maybe I do this. So we know from just working together very shortly that, so task, something that I'm already using right now actively is ClickUp, YouTube, and I'm using Google Slides. Then I have not used Canva for actually exploring the video editing, but I want to add it there so that potentially we can, you know, make better slides using that, or better cover photo. So I'm gonna hide all of these things for now. And right now I'm also using iMovie. So what do you notice here? We can have a new custom film. You can have app category, which I have already from another. So I have task management here, and then I have presentation, and video recording. Okay, so I have that for now. And I guess YouTube is the platform of all, where pretty much we have the listed public, private, unlisted options. Cool. I think that's the progress we have right now. So YouTube is basically social media, and then at some point, so idea is, for example, LinkedIn. So this one I have, which is this. So this is inline by default. Currently not active on other social media, so probably consider LinkedIn for now. So I kind of started to think about this book list. I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, we can continue. So one book that I really like is Good to Great. So now with this AI, we can actually, you know, create. So there's a few ways to do it. So again, I want to do this, pin view, and I want to have this. So let me do Good to Great here. So I finished this. Status is not equal to completed. And I want to have another one, list, and then I have been doing this the same way so that it's consistent across. Check like this, where status is equal to complete. So when we have a placeholder like this, we can continue to ensure have the right people on the bus, get the wrong people off the bus, and then create systems that manage people and the work. So with AI now, we can actually use this really conveniently. Summarize, give me a summary of the book Good to Great. So without having to like actually read the entire book, and we just want to summarize this, it's a very nice way to do it. So it's a good reminder of what it is. So you know, based on this is an inspiration for me to be able to build collaboration system and serving customers. So you know, some of the things that I will be talking about is everything about the progress that I make, including the books that I read, the conversation that I've had. So this is a part of that iterations. Cool. So one of the things that I also think about today was, so we might be gathering a lot of task here over time, and then for example due date is coming up. So one of the things that I always have or created is something called reminder. So what I like to do is to create so this I have a set priority to normal by default, and I also want to have a reminder, so which is due date arrives or before, date is before the due date. So I like to have this 7 days before the due date, and I like to have comment equal to me, task is due in 7 days. So I will get notified, so reminder 7 days. It's gonna apply to everything under this space, whether it's videos, tasks, so everything is gonna give me a reminder. So go back here. So I like this one, and I'm gonna create more because I want to make sure that I get reminders appropriately, especially for important tasks. So I can do that 3 days, and I have 1 day before due date, and lastly today. So this is today is due today. Then I want to assign this a comment to me, and most importantly I want to have a reminder of overdue task. So this one after, so if due date, I guess this one could be better with this here, so I'm gonna say save, and I want to this one I want to say date is before or after, so I don't want to have this date after oh yeah, so if I want to get reminder every yeah, so this would be remind me every day by 8 a.m. if date current date is at least 1 day after due date, and the status is not complete. It means that the task is due, but it's not yet done. So what I want to do is I'm gonna add a comment to myself. I'm gonna say task is overdue, please review or update due date, and then I want to assign a comment. I say reminder overdue starting from Friday 8 a.m. so I can say starting from tomorrow, and then create. So ideally every work that we do, we should first plan and create tasks. So this we can say, like right now I'm working on it, but create reminders, create automation reminders, because I'm really not planning anything for this project, but I'm gonna show the best practices as we're going through it. So right now it's active, and then we already have created this one, so manage automation. So now we have this. Always give references to what you're working on. So this one is active, created automations. So again, I can say this, right? If I do this, I say started. So anybody reading this comment probably got some information that this task was started, but what is it exactly? So this is gradually better. So created automations. Now you can see kind of the inside of this. I created the different automations, but you still don't get the inside of it. So the best way again is to do kind of this clip method. So we're gonna do this together. So I'm gonna go into, basically I'm first gonna copy this, so that as you can see I have to go out and kind of go back, because if I put it here and I put it here, I have a link to the space. I don't have to worry about this navigation. I'll go here, I'll come here, and then I'm gonna say I create overdue. So this is the condition, and then I'm just gonna walk through reminder today. Although today we already have, so today maybe that did not get saved. As you can see, when I'm doing a clip, I caught myself for current date trigger. Interesting. Reminder today. Okay, so oftentimes I would find the mistake that I make before I share it with others, and I can have the chance to fix it before others spend time reviewing my half-baked work. That will really save the back and forth. So those are all the automations, and then I'm going to go back to task, to this one. I'm gonna end this, and I'm gonna put it here. I will say will monitor. So anybody who comes here can actually review the clip and won't have to guess what was completed. So right now I'm in review. I'm just gonna monitor this one. So for example, moving on, I have a plan to do that. So this one, automation reminder, let me say also finish by Sunday. Create a new doc when new ticket is created. Did I do this? Yeah, so I started on this. Update the status. I can also finish this by Sunday. This one not priority right now. So for thumbnail for background video, I can use AI and say I want to create thumbnail picture for YouTube video. Give me ideas on what could cover photos good. So of course I can send it there, but I also like to capture so one clear subject, big minimal text, high contrast simple background, a visual hook, brand consistency, cover photo, problem solution, So this is good. The vibes here is funny, whether you want your face in it, yes or no. I'm not sure, so I can say my first one. So this is my first one, is this. I want to share my journey in building, in helping organizations build collaboration systems so they can serve their customers better. First video title is this. The vibe the vibe is serious and caring. Neutral with face. So again, I like to keep track of what I'm to kind of walk through my thought process, my background, where I started. So we can even say something like return an image for the cover photo for that video title. So ClickUp has that ability. Right now it's quite generic because I have not put much thought into it. But at least with AI, we can use this as an opportunity to get some initial ideas of what it is thinking, and we can always criticize, so we don't have to stay in kind of a stuck mode. So while I'm at that, another task that I was thinking about today is to create assistant agent. All right. Not bad. So I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna say idea from ClickUp. So that's a good progress, right? So we can think more about that. So this assistant agent can help create tickets, add information in other tickets, should be trigger from comment and chats. Be mindful of AI, limited AI credits. Yeah, I know for sure that we have limited AI credits, so we need to be mindful of that. So this is ready whenever I'm ready to pick it up. Cool. So I think I make good progress. Today I added ideas, books, apps. I make progress on some tasks. And for this third one, the name of the video would be adding ideas, books, apps list. Due date reminder. I think we make progress on that, so I think that's good. So this is active because we're working on it today, and I'm planning to release this today itself, right? So what else did I miss? So I went to here, I create video task. So next time I'm going to show how I would build the create new. Oh, and then I also do form, adding ideas, ideas list, add idea form, right? Because we did that together. Now I wanna do create prompt for assistant super agent. So this is gonna be the video. And then this is going to be create assistant agent is the task. So I want to link this video, copy task, put it here, and then vice versa. I want to copy this and put it into here. Maybe I'm gonna post this tomorrow. So I also have an idea on so video, or examples. I want to go into docs, waffle store unfriendly stuff. Just gonna continue adding examples here before I put in the details. Cool. Think I make good progress for today, so looking forward for the next one. Thank you.